Hello, Professor Osterwalder from the United Nations University in Tokyo. Could you tell me why you're here at the COP in Cancun?
Yes, of course. The topic of this conference has many things that are topics of research at the United Nations University, and we try to bring our results to the attention of the politicians negotiating here in Cancun.
Are there any particular areas which are particularly strong this year?
Yes, from our point of view, the problem of people who have to leave their home places, refugees if you like, due to climate change, that is one of the big topics we are trying to understand a little better, in spite of the enormous complications that occur when you try to work with real definitions and scientific statements.
What countries are you talking about?
I'm talking about the problem that, for example, if you have a big flood in a country, then this might cause millions of people to leave their home places and to seek refuge in other places, which causes enormous problems to the countries involved and to the Earth's population as a whole.
Yeah. Have you got any statistics of recent findings on that? Because I've been speaking to people recently and they're talking about low level to mid-level risk rising and people not concentrating so much on that, and it seems to echo what you're saying.
Yes, we do not have many statistics that we have produced ourselves, but we have other entities that provide us with the statistics. If you want to be able to make solid statements, you need statistics that go back over years and decades. And in some opportunities you find them. For example, satellite observation that tells you when certain areas greened in the spring and when they got dry in the fall. And this is the basis of our studies.
And so in terms of the actual negotiations, is there anything that you're planning in terms of interventions or influence?
Well, we try to point to these problems and to make sure that they find their place in the decisions and in the communique. That is our mission. And then, of course, on top of it, we try to talk to as many delegates as possible and to explain the problems to them, and to listen to what they think and what their needs are.
And how will you know if you've been successful?
How do I?
How will you know if you've been successful?
Oh, to measure the impact of our work is a very, very difficult thing. I think it would be impossible to point to a specific decision that was taken in a government or in the United Nations for which we could claim to be the unique authors. Decisions in the political world usually are motivated by many, many inputs and a whole mosaic of opinions, and not one single actor can claim to be the one who caused it.
No, it's more like a conflagration. What do you see the future of the Kyoto Protocol?
The future of our institution?
No, of the Kyoto Protocol.
That is a difficult question. Of course, I have my hopes, and then I have the facts, and there is a discrepancy between the two. My hopes are that many countries can fulfill the ambitions until the end of this first period, and that then there will be a follow-up with stricter measures and stricter restrictions on the CO2 production and other things. But at this very moment, I'm not so sure whether we will be able to make these steps in the near future.
Especially since being based in Tokyo and Japan withdrawing from the protocol.
Well, this is misleading. We have the headquarters in Tokyo, but we have institutes in 13 countries all over the globe. So I think we feel what is going on in many parts of the world. And that is a good combination with the local work that we are doing.
in terms of Japan's stance on the protocol, you don't have a view then?
In Japan we have two institutes, one in Tokyo, where the headquarters are, and another one in Yokohama.
So explain to me what the UNU is then.
The United Nations University aims to be a university like others with some special features. Basically speaking, it is the academic arm of the United Nations, and it tries to supply the United Nations and its member states with academically elaborated input so that some decisions can be based on facts and scientific theories. We are very special in the sense that, for example, an ordinary university is organized according to disciplines. We are organized according to problems. We are focused on problems, and we are focused on the needs of our clients, which is the United Nations and the governments of the member states.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.